Hello everyone. I hope you're having a nice evening. Be sure to say hello in the comment section if you are watching. I hope you've all had a lovely week. So yeah, be sure to say hello. Hello everyone. Okay, so hopefully if you can hear me. Hello. Hi Pierre, I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Hi Felix, I'm also good. How are you? So this evening, whilst we're waiting for some more people to join us, we're going to be talking about your family and your friends. Okay, so as part of our series in small talk and breaking the ice, we're going to be talking about our family and our friends. Donc notre famille et nos amis. Okay, we'll wait a minute more just to see if anyone else joins us. Okay, let's go. Right, so as I was saying, today we're going to be talking about your family and your friends. So family, or la famille, are the people we might not necessarily be related to, but the people who we consider to be our close sort of links or lines. So perhaps we have people who we consider our biological parents, or people we consider our parents in general. Perhaps we have brothers or sisters, or stepbrothers or stepsisters, and we have more extended family members such as your grandparents, your aunts, your aunties. All these people constitute your family, whereas friends are people who we tend to meet at school, at university, at work, at clubs, people we form friendships with. Friendship, c'est amitié en français. Bonsoir Evelyne. Bonsoir à tous. Good evening. I'm happy you've come to join us again this week. Okay, so in terms of the names for our family, we'll start with family. Let's do a quick recap. So what are the names for our family members in English? Donc, comment est-ce qu'on peut dire en anglais mon père, ma mère, mon frère, ma sœur, mon grand-père, ma grand-mère, ma tante, mon oncle, ma nièce, mon neveu, mon cousin, ma cousine. How do we say these in English? Can anyone give some examples of English family members? So we can start with our mum or mother and our dad or our father. So we have ma mère or ma maman, so my mum or mother. And then we have my dad or my father, so mon père. Yes, Evelyn, so we have nephew, cousin, brother, sister, father, and father-in-law. So if you want to say the parents of your partner, so your vos beaux-parents, donc les beaux-parents, on dit en anglais in-law. Donc on a, as Evelyn has said correctly, a father-in-law. We also have a mother-in-law, okay? We also have brother-in-law and sister-in-law. So this is essentially les beaux-parents. Okay? Okay, so those are some examples of family members. Yes, these also added my father and my grandfather. Don't forget that grandfather is one word. It's just one word, okay? Right. Now, a useful word in English we can use is siblings, okay? Siblings. And this means brothers or sisters. So I'm going to ask you now, do you have any brothers or sisters? Do you have any siblings? So I have one sibling. I have one brother. Hello to whoever's just joined us. Nice to meet you. Okay, so how can we say the siblings that we have? If you don't have any siblings, you can say, I am an only child. I am an only child. Je suis fils unique. Or je suis fille unique. You have 14 siblings. Wow, that's a lot. How many brothers and sisters? 5 brothers and 8 sisters. 13 siblings. That's a lot of siblings. I struggle with 1, let alone 13. So Evelyn says, I have one sister. Her name is Marie-Pierre. She is younger than me. She is 48 years old. And I have a nephew. His name is Baptiste. Very good, Evelyn. Perfect English. Very good. Okay. Extreme says, I have one brother. Sylvie says, I have a twin brother. Okay. A twin is a good word. A twin brother or twin sister. So this is when you have a sibling that was born at the same time as you. So you might have identical twins. So this is if you look the same. So you're identical twins. We also have non-identical twins. So that's when you're still born at the same time, but you look very different. Okay? How about children? Do you have any children? Est-ce que vous avez des enfants? Do you have children? So children, don't forget, doesn't change. It's a noun that doesn't have an S on the end in the plural. One child, multiple children. So we have one child and then many children. So Sylvie has a twin brother who's not the same. Okay. Nafhat has 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Okay. Okay. We can also use the adjectives older or younger when we're talking about our siblings. Older, younger. So older, plus âgé, younger, moins âgé. Donc plus âgé, aîné. For example, ma sœur cadette, so my younger sister. We can also use the superlative here. So let's say you have multiple siblings. You might say, my youngest sibling is 2 years old. My eldest sibling is 14 years old. Okay? So you can use a superlative there. You have your youngest sibling and the eldest sibling. Okay? And we can also ask if someone has a partner. Okay, so we can say, do you have a partner? So this might be a husband, or a wife, or a partner, or a boyfriend, or a girlfriend. Someone that you're in a relationship with, a romantic relationship. Evelyn, don't forget it's I have no children. Okay, we never have an S at the end. Evelyn, you have a partner and his name is Didier. Okay. How long have you been with Didier, Evelyn? How long have you been with your partner? So you might say, je suis en couple depuis, and then you add your time. So I have been with my partner, or I've been in a relationship for, and then you add your time. If you are single means célibataire. Donc, je suis célibataire. I am single. For 20 years. Wow, that's a long time. 30 years, that's even longer. I haven't a partner in my life. Okay, we can say, I don't have a partner. Sylvie says for 40 years. That's very impressive. It's a long time. Okay. Extreme has been in a relationship for 10 years. That's a long time as well. Gosh, you've all been in relationships longer than me. Okay. We can ask things like, does your family live nearby? Does your family live nearby? So that means, do your family live far away from you, or do they live close to you or near to you? So my family, at the moment, are far away. They aren't nearby. My family are in the UK. Ma famille est dans le Royaume-Uni. Okay, so Evelyn says that her family lives 50 kilometers away from her house. Okay. So we say 50 kilometers away from. Hello Paige, thank you for joining us. Okay. So yes, we can say, does your family live nearby? Or does your family live far away? Okay, Nafhat, when we write distances, it's always kilometers singular, okay? It never changes. So it can be 1 kilometer, it could be 100 kilometers, always km. We always stay with km. No worries, Evelyn. Okay. Right. Now let's move on to talking about friends, okay? So we've talked about family. Now let's talk about friends. Do you have a lot of friends, or do you have a small number of friends? So do you know lots of people, or do you know a few people? Okay. For example, my brother lives in Switzerland. Okay? So, la Suisse, le pays, en anglais on dit Switzerland. Okay? Swiss is an adjective. So you might say, mon frère est suisse. So my brother is Swiss. Mais mon frère habite en Suisse. My brother lives in Switzerland. Okay? Perfect. Okay. So Evelyn has a small number of friends and has more acquaintances than close friends. Yes, so we might call these close friends. If your ami proche is a close friend. Acquaintances is more like connaissance. So perhaps you might be, an acquaintance might be someone from your work who you are friendly with, but you might not be that close with. Okay? So we have friend, close friend, acquaintance, we might also say an enemy, someone you don't like. That's a very strong word, but we can say an enemy. How about, let's have a look at what you've been saying. I have 4 close friends, yeah. Friend, close friend, acquaintance, enemy. We can also say my best friend, so your closest friend. You might say, I love spending time with my best friend, okay? I love spending time with my best friend. Okay? Do you have any friends from school, from university, or from work? Do you have any friends from school, university, or work? Nafhat is their own best friend. You enjoy your own company. Evelyn, so camarade d'école is like a schoolmate. A schoolmate. Okay? So Sylvie has a friend from school who lives in Israel. Okay. So Evelyn has said they've lost many of their schoolmates. Okay. So a good verb to use for friends or family is to get on with. Do you get on with your friends? Do you get on with your schoolmates? Do you get on with your family? So the equivalent in French would be s'entendre bien avec quelqu'un. So je m'entends bien avec mon frère. I get on well with my brother. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec mes collègues. I don't get on with my colleagues, which is a lie because I do love my colleagues, really. But for example's sake, we'll say je ne m'entends pas bien avec mes collègues, as an example. I don't get on well with my colleagues. Or je m'entends très bien avec ma famille. I get on very well with my family. So to get on with, to get on well with, to not get on well with. So I get on well with my colleagues. Do you get on well with your family? Okay. So this is the equivalent in French, as I said, of s'entendre bien avec quelqu'un. So Evelyn gets on well with her family, her friends, her acquaintances, and not so much with her partner's family. So your in-laws, yes, okay. S'entendre bien avec, to get on well with. Okay, how about anyone else? So Paige, you get on with your sister. Everybody thinks we are twins, so it's wrong. Okay. Everybody thinks. We use the singular. Everybody thinks we are twins. Okay. Oops. Don't worry about making mistakes. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help. So I am here to make these corrections and to help you to learn. So don't worry about making mistakes. Je suis là pour vous aider. Ok? Donc lorsque je vous critique ou lorsque je vous corrige, je ne vous juge pas. C'est juste une façon de perfectionner votre anglais. Sylvie, we are similar looking. We can say we look similar. So extreme gets on well with their family-in-law. We don't technically say family-in-law. We can say I get along well with my in-laws. This usually means the parents, okay? So the parents of your partner. I get along well with my in-laws is je m'entends bien avec mes beaux-parents. Donc, I get along well with my in-laws. Je m'entends bien avec mes beaux-parents. Okay? Right. Let's talk about a verb that often French speakers might struggle with is to spend. So in English, we use to spend with two senses. We have to spend time and we have to spend money. So in French, you might use the verb dépenser for money. So je dépense beaucoup d'argent sur la nourriture ou les loisirs ou le logement. So you spend a lot of money on these kinds of things. But we also say to spend time, which in French you would use passer. So I spend a lot of time with my friends. Je passe beaucoup de temps avec mes amis. I don't spend a lot of time with my family. Je ne passe pas beaucoup de temps avec ma famille. Okay? So, do you spend time with your family or your friends? How often do you spend time with your family and friends? Okay? How often? I don't spend my family. Paige, we can't spend a family. We have to spend time with a family, okay? Nafat, with the lockdown, I spend more time with my family. Yes, okay, so important word here, very topical at the moment. Lockdown is confinement. Okay? So, le confinement, en anglais on dit a lockdown, okay? Because we're locked inside our homes, okay? So Sylvie says, every afternoon. Okay, so every afternoon I spend time with my family or my friends. Okay? Okay. So Evelyn says, I spend with my parents and I spend every weekend with my brother-in-law. We get on not too bad. Okay, so un weekend sur deux is every other weekend. Un weekend sur deux equals every other week. Okay? I spend every other week with my parents. And I spend every weekend, don't forget in English that weekend is one word, with my mother-in-law. We get on not too bad. Yes, so you can say we get on okay. We get on not too bad. Okay, great, Evelyn. Thank you. Okay. And let's add in some time phrases here. So perhaps souvent is often, or quelquefois is sometimes. So I sometimes see my family. I sometimes spend time with my family. I often spend time with my family. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about today's content? Pages said with the lockdown. Okay. Because of the lockdown. Because of the lockdown. Alors, à cause du confinement, je peux faire de la lecture plus souvent. Donc, à cause de is because of. Donc, à cause du confinement, because of the lockdown, I can read more. Okay. Good evening, Virginie. Welcome. We're very much near the end, but be sure to rewatch the whole broadcast once we've finished, and you'll be able to see everything we've talked about today. Okay, I think we are nearing the end of our session today. So a quick review. We've talked about, Naf had said because I means grâce à. No, so grâce à is thanks to. It's complicated. It's complicated because in English, of course, the meanings don't always translate exactly into French. So we have à cause de, grâce à, dû à, and we have some translations that work in some situations and not in others, okay? But anyway, so a quick review. We've done family members, donc les membres de la famille, nos amis or our acquaintances, our friends. We've spoken about whether we spend time with them, si on passe du temps avec nos amis, notre famille, okay. Whether we get on well with them, si on s'entend bien avec nos amis, notre famille, nos beaux-pères, par exemple, nos collègues. And we've spoken about how often we spend time with them. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our session. Thank you very much for coming this evening. Donc, merci beaucoup à vous pour être là ce soir. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the week. J'espère que vous passez une bonne semaine. And I will hope to see you next week at our next YouTube Live. So for those of you who aren't already with us, we are Cercle des Langues. We are an English language company located in Paris, and we offer courses in English. So if you are interested in what we're doing, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we'll be happy to guide you through what we offer and the English classes that we do here. Okay, so with that, I will say bonne soirée, bonne nuit, à la prochaine semaine. Bye everyone, bye.